And they get the green.
Green flag in the air. Paulie Massimino, James Overbeck leading us away into turn number 1. 60 plus and 3 get collected. Brady Atwood goes around. And a couple more as well. And Brandon Jarsakrak off the racetrack 4, almost 5 wide. All throughout turn number 5 and out ahead. It's a PPK 1, 2, 3. James Overbeck from Jackson Woney to Paulie Massimino and everybody else looking to find any bit of real estate that they can get out there on the racetrack. And everybody already starting to make moves. Henry Wheeler, the first in the mid-pack, looking to make moves. Talk about it. Christopher McKeithen, the reigning medium champion, gets ahead of a couple of others. He's just there outside of the top 10. Continuing to make his charge forward. Caleb Gaffera there as well. He's up to second already. And here comes Austin Garrison on his protege there.
I would think the way this freight train is going right now and the amount of carts, the best place to be is in the lead, Caleb.
Indeed, yeah, James Overbeck already, and you see it there kind of unfolding. Gaffera looking to stop the bleeding here into the green corner. He's able to get ahead there of one of the Canadian drivers in the Steel Motorsports machine. Side by side, Reagan Seville makes contact up on Colin Warren. Everybody's combined.
And he's still up.
Seville's still on Colin Warren.
He's towed him around.
He's off now.
And they're not losing
Goodness gracious. Reagan Seville, Colin Warren. Are you kidding me?
And he towed him around.
How did they keep pace?
They kept pace.
Keep your foot in the gas and pray, gentlemen. That's exactly how Seville was able to hold on to his position. The reigning senior light champion, James Overbeck, picking up right where he left off last year. And a couple of moves there. Looked like Addison Ionello. No, Colin Warren sent one driver to the wayside. And Austin Garrison from Davie, Florida, at a track that's treated him so well in the past month. He gets to the lead of this race. Caleb G goes to second. Massimino to third. Overbeck to Woney. The Canadian looking to chase down your top 5, and then right behind him, the TS Racing VLR of Colin Warren, Reagan Seville. Those two drivers have gotten together earlier on this year, and Caleb G and Overbeck starting to fight here. Caleb G able to get up in a third.
Hudson Brown up 7 positions, making his way up. So and Colin Warren now, I believe he got up position or 2. He's in contention.
And look at this here, Caleb G and James Overbeck haven't stopped the fighting for one bit. They continue to trade positions here, and you see all the time that they've really lost to the top 2 in Massimino.
That's right.
And there goes Gaffera looking for a move. Gonna get stuck there on the inside.
Those two battling out for position gives the 2 leaders, Garrison and Massimino, a good jump in front.
Notoriously really good in this, and DeMaster, like Tanner DeMaster, the driver that's out of this race early. Unfortunate there for the Roderick Racing Development driver out, and that was just around turn number 2. And then more battles up here for third. Jackson Woney, Overbeck, Gaffera haven't stopped the fighting for one bit. Savalio has been shuffled down the order. Look out for Jackson Woney, Caleb G, and Overbeck to start to reel in Paulie Massimino and Austin Garrison, but this is exactly what they don't need. They cannot afford to fight. They can't afford to continue to jockey for position like they are, and with more and more drivers starting to get into the mix.
Now, if Gaffera could get the help from Overbeck, we will see them catch that, and then Overbeck and him could go at it. But if they keep going at it the way they are, the 2 leaders of Garrison and Massimino, it'll be a race for the front between those 2.
And Austin Garrison and Paulie Massimino the last time around set in personal best lap times of 120.8. But for Caleb G and James Overbeck, they set their personal best as well that were 120.5, so they're closing in at a rate about 0.3 of a second per lap. And if it continues, you see that gap for the lead start to close down.
Close up.
Caleb G is about a car length away from the rear bumper
it's there.
of Paulie Massimino, with this cavalry right behind him with Kelvin Zing, Amundsen, and more are closing in on your leaders. And when they start to fight, it's going to be anybody's game there, Tony.
Oh, man, we're gonna it's going to tighten up.
Oh, and here you go. It's all erupted here. Paulie Massimino goes through. Overbeck as well. Austin Garrison in one corner from the lead all the way down to 4th. And he's going to get passed again by another PPK. And I'm sure nightmares again erupting for Austin Garrison. But Caleb G going to go for the lead of the race. He gets through. Massimino to second.
Owen Lloyd is always up there in contention. You're always going to hear his name being called out. And right now, he's up there in 4th, I believe.
Yeah, now Paulie Massimino going to the lead of the race. James Overbeck gets through. McKeithen as well. Caleb Gaffera just got mobbed by a pack of coyotes. Goodness gracious. Caleb G holds on. And Austin Garrison brought right back into the mix. And now McKeithen looking to go on Caleb G. 5, almost 6 cars looking to go through on Caleb Gaffera. He's going to get stuck on the outside. Wheeler gets through.
Oh, they are shoving
Amundsen
out.
gets through
Caleb
as well.
Gaffera having a tough time dropping back. He dropped to 5th. Now I think he might be back in 7th.
But out ahead, Paulie Massimino, James Overbeck, Christopher McKeithen to Owen Lloyd, Caleb G. Looking to make up a couple here on Jackson Woney. Gets shoved to the wayside. Iannello gets through. Josie going to get through as well. Josie on Iannello. And it all erupts.
It's going to take out some of the top people.
All the way down to the pond. Oh my goodness here.
Yeah, what a tough break. One of the most competitive classes this senior light. Unbelievable what's going on. Massimino has put on a great driving clinic this whole weekend, and right now he lets Overbeck seem to get by, but don't count Massimino out. This race is not over yet.
They've been picture perfect all weekend long in the showdown. Owen Lloyd looking to take the fight to them. Owen Lloyd being there in 3rd, he's going to split this pack up whenever he has the chance. And they're racing drivers at the end of the day. Expect them to fight. Owen Lloyd goes up to 2nd.
There he goes. He splits them up.
Massimino falls back to 3rd. And that's exactly what Owen Lloyd has to do there. You heard him say he didn't want to get to the lead in the last lap.
Right.
Because of the over-under and the drafting window that you have all the way to the line. But again, thinking about it now, you have Massimino and McKeithen, 3 teammates that have worked together very, very well here this week. And you have to think, what's the best option for you if you're Owen Lloyd? And again, he's not going to go for a move. Massimino looking to go there for 2nd, hesitant on the lead. He's going to let Overbeck slot to the front.
So the 3 of them now take the lead. That is Overbeck, Massimino, and McKeithen. And that's going to be tough for Owen Lloyd to get by that BJR front line. Let me tell you, if these guys get into it, he might, but he can't right now. Can't seem to catch this pack. He needs some help.
And here goes Christopher McKeithen. Wants to put himself in a fighting chance there in 2nd. Owen Lloyd as well. Side by side with Paulie Massimino. We were talking about Zing. He's up to 5th. Was able to get ahead of Austin Garrison, who has kind of lost pace here towards the end of this race. Your top 4. We'll see if McKeithen's close enough to fade low in scoreboard. He has a good run here. Does McKeithen look for it? He's not. Overbeck going to start to fade to the middle of the racetrack here. James Overbeck looking to go back-to-back here this weekend, and Christopher McKeithen looking to get one done for PPK. McKeithen at the bottom of the racetrack. Overbeck looking to set up an over-under. Here comes Owen Lloyd.
Owen Lloyd taking advantage of that.
Paulie Massimino. Anybody's game.
Here it is.
Owen Lloyd to the bottom of the racetrack. A drag race all the way to the line. Who is it going to be?
Overbeck.
It's James Overbeck. In back-to-back years, he wins in senior light.
Unreal. What a drive. What a drag race right at the end. Overbeck gets the win. McKeithen right there in 2nd. Of course, Owen Lloyd right there in 3rd. Massimino ends up in 4th. Zing ends up in 5th. So a good run.